Welcome to MachismoTV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Our channel covers a range of topics including current events, fitness, personal development, and technology to help you look, feel, and live your best life. Tune in for actionable advice and engaging discussions. We the willing, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
So join up. Do your part. There's a long war ahead, and we need you. So join up. Do your part. There's a long war ahead, and we need you.
Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it? Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it?
Yeah. Grown up shit. Kids not allowed in the living room type shit. Fendi socks match the robe. The flyest nigga on the whole globe. My front gate got a whole code. Talking business on the phone with some Muslims out in Yemen in the gold dope. Fashion weekend at this Greece, eating spinach with some old hoes. You old niggas broke and it shows. You gotta sell tickets to get paid for your shows. I get paid either way it goes. I get paid even if nobody goes. Bitches see me and say life goes. Your lady want me, that's how life goes. I might let her give me head, it depends on how the night goes. Got a stable full of white toes. Green beam on the top, I nickname that bitch the light pole. Tennis bracelet hanging off a nigga wrist and it's white gold. Everything I do is ice cold. Bitch, I'm stamped like a brick. The hood show me love every chance that they get. I'm the man. I ain't in the romance, I admit. But I still hold hands with my chick. Ice Lord, fly shit. Big 4/5 on my hip, like a sidekick. My life is like a crime flick. Wine cellar in the crib, worth the moose, nigga Don shit. I came a long way from my mom's shit. I made it cause I grinded. My last vinyl cost 100 cause I signed it. Niggas need to be reminded. Seen the top 5 list and I climbed it. Turn this up and rewind it. Come on. Niggas talk tough when you FaceTiming until shit turn violent. Real talk.
Are you a true fan of daring, thrilling, and captivating content? Get ready to take your entertainment to the next level with MachismoTV, the home of groundbreaking shows and exclusive behind-the-scenes access. Join our Patreon page. Fan of daring, thrilling, and captivating content? Get ready to take your entertainment to the next level with MachismoTV, the home of groundbreaking shows and exclusive behind-the-scenes access. Join our Patreon page.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message. Everything burns. It's not about money. It's about sending a message. Everything burns.
Perhaps you can help. We've recreated the events of each story in precise detail in the hope that someone, somewhere, knows the truth. Join me. You may be able to help solve a mystery.
I don't think people realize how much further behind blacks started and how much progress has been made. There's a distinguished economic historian, Robert Higgs, who has said that for blacks to go from being completely illiterate in the middle of the 19th century to being one-half literate and by 1900 is just an amazing achievement in the history of the world. That you very seldom find that kind of change that quickly.
What's bracket? What's up, cuz? Hold up. Who the fuck is this nigga? Excuse me, my nigga. Do you mind me kindly asking who the fuck you is? You look lost like you took a wrong turn or some shit, but I'm gonna give you directions on how to get the fuck from around here. You take a long walk that way, nigga.
Oh, I'm in the right place, cuz. This is You Got Me Fucked Up Avenue, right?
Oh no, this is I'm about to beat your ass Boulevard, but I can show you where you got me fucked up at. It actually starts up there at the intersection and it ends right here. So I can understand your confusion, my nigga.
Look, bro, you're not really good at intimidating niggas.
Bro, what the fuck you mean? I'm triple OG out this bitch.
You're a bird, nigga.
I'm so sick and tired of people not taking me serious. I'm a gangster. Look, would a gun help?
Possibly.
Okay, I got one at the crib. I'll be right back. Wait here.
See, you keep standing up in here talking about your rent need to get paid and your car note need to get paid. Now, the only thing standing between that happening is that motherfucking bed in there.
Came across this black preacher.
What is a woman?
What is a woman?
It's your mama. It sure ain't your daddy.
That's right. Go ahead.
President Biden joining in on the conversation.
We didn't know what a woman. We didn't know what a woman is.
A woman is your mama.
That's right.
You mean to tell me you past 80 and you don't know your mama and your wife is a woman? They keep trying to shove this trash on Africa. And African presidents, one by one, is standing up against it.
That's what the black church used to be.
Be emphatic. You need to take your black ass across Charles Street where it belongs.
What? Hold on now. Hold on now. You know what I'm saying? He don't know what this is. He ain't what he think. You know what I'm saying? First of all, we got permission to grind in these here towers. Second of all, I don't give a fuck what the fuck you need.
Pellets in plastic. Red shell. What you need be concerned about is what's seated in the chamber now. A copper jacketed hollow point 120 grain hot street load of my own creation. So you need to think for just a moment and ask yourself, what do I have to do before this man raises up his gun again?
Let's go.
Good day to you, sir.
Yes, he would.
You know the damage one ignorant Negro can do. We were in France in the First War. We'd won decorations. But the white boys had told all them French gals that we had tails. Then they found this ignorant colored soldier. Paid him to tie a tail to his ass and run around half naked making monkey sounds. They put him on a big round table in the Cafe Napoleon. Put a reed in his hand, crown on his head, blanket on his shoulders, and made him eat bananas in front of all them Frenchies. Oh, the white boys danced that night. Passed out leaflets with that boy's picture on it. Called him Moonshine, King of the Monkeys. And when we slit his throat, you know that fool asked us what he had done wrong.
Country chef.
My daddy told me we got to turn our backs on this kind, Wilkie. Close our ranks to the chitlins, the collard greens, the cornbread style. We are men, soldiers, and I don't intend for our race to be cheated out of its place of honor and respect in this war.
The pupils burn from the gaze of the sunlight. Trying to go legit this time with no gunfight. Straight flights to Ghana. My man got the gold connect. Bow-legged dude with chicks on deck. He got Navy sailors moving their crypto specs. Maybach Hummer, sound like a discotheque. His brother Stan blew off his own hand. He's in the mausoleums, couldn't sew his wrist back on. It's in the Coliseum. The monsters out, sway down in the opera house. Scorpion pendant, red stone in a lobster mouth. Diamonds embroidered in the Chinaware. Speaking through Tesla phones, tucked behind the ear. Snow White Royce, guts red with lasagna chairs. Scarface party was raw with mad lines in there. Everybody holding, Rockwellers, mad nines in there. Hitters with gold fronts frontin', what's the concierge? 50 years of hip hop, New York is the mascot. City is the backdrop, one more you can holler at me. You can holler at me.
That I gotta be the best of them all. That's just cut and dried. I'm the best. Whether you like it or not, you're looking at, the greatest, the best looking man, the best dressed man, long limousines, jet airplanes, custom made clothes, and any woman in the world I want, just like that. You know what? Let's face it, if you're not carrying the big gold, you're second best no matter what you tell yourself. So gear up, ladies and gentlemen. Get used to it. Who you're looking at, the man. Woo!
The almighty, the legendary Westside.
Hollow be thy name,
Fly God himself.
You're looking at the man. Woo!
Because we're in a fucking gynocracy, god damn it! Because we're in a fucking gynocracy, god damn it! Because we're in a fucking gynocracy, god damn it! Because we're in a fucking gynocracy, god damn it!
Dom DeMarco. Dom DeMarco. Dom DeMarco.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch!
You're now rocking with the hottest DJ. With the hottest DJ. Dropping banger after banger. Bring it on now! This is your girlfriend's favorite DJ. Yes! Spinning on the ones and twos.
Check it out.
The dopest beats are ready. Testing speakers. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
Show will begin now.
Yo, y'all gonna mute your mics. Everybody, let me get a sound check on everybody. Saul, you there? Brent, you there? Contractor, you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, Steve Hoop, what up, Hoop?
What up?
What up? All right, another Sunday night. Thanks for showing up, gentlemen. Salute to everybody in the chat. Gail, Quiet Storm, Gunmetal. Yeah, Quiet Storm. I'll get that clip to you. The Sugar Daddy clip. Oh yeah. All right. How everybody doing? Let's run it down the line real quick and we get started. Lord of Brooklyn, what up, homie?
So I'm good, man. My birthday was 2 days ago, so I'm freshly 40. You know,
happy birthday.
So, appreciate that. And so appreciate you know, a Sunday night as always, you know, speaking with the bros and man, let's do it.
All right, bet. Let's
yeah, happy belated birthday, man. The big 4-0, man. Appreciate that.
All right, bet. Let me just do some house cleaning real quick. I'm gonna read these out later on during the show, but I want to thank everybody that been supporting the channel and the streams during the week when we running the shows at night for the cash apps and supporting the channel. Greatly appreciated. Lord of Brooklyn, what's up? All right, let's get into it. I know you got to do the sports rundown, Hoop, but I want to start this show off with a little bit of a longer clip. I was getting the short clips together, and then I ran across this thing off the Jeremy Hill channel. And you know how, like, I'm gonna preface this. You know how the last few weeks, actually, let me load it while we doing it. Last couple weeks, we always been whatchamacallit, talking about the direction things are going, and it's always, you know, it's from the guy's perspective. We looking at all the stats and everything, and we like, yo, is it just us? So, Jeremy Hill, the Jeremy Hill show, he reviewed this chick who's I think she's 21. She's actually a ballet teacher. And she's making some commentary about the 5-year-old girls in her class, and she's freaking out. And we were always saying, okay, Generation Alpha, they're about 11 right now. So, you know, about 10 years till they come online, and maybe that'll be a new fresh batch. But these are young, these are younger. These girls are age 5. And I want
about the times that we are in.
All right, I want to go through this. I'm gonna let some of it. It's about 10 minutes. I'm gonna let some of it play. You can tell me to stop it anytime you want, and I'll stop it from here and there as well. But this is a good one to start the show off, and then I'm gonna juxtapose it with like a shorter clip after this. So let's go.
Right now, let me pull it up for you. 1 second.
I'm calling out all the parents. If you're a parent and your child is in pre-K to elementary school to high school, I'm calling you out. The children today, I have never experienced, and I'm 22. Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. I teach 5-year-olds ballet. 5-year-old girls ballet. I have a class of 10 students. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other. They're throwing things at other people, other classmates. You say, can everybody sit in their spot? I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom. You can.
I want you to understand the reason why these children are being brought up without a lack of respect for authority is because their mamas don't respect it. They don't. If a woman don't respect the man, then she don't respect nothing. You might think she do, but if you can't respect the man, how are you gonna teach your daughters how to respect the man? How are you gonna teach your daughters how to be wise when you never been a wife? Your daughter always seen you with another man. Every 6-7 months you got a new boyfriend. Your relationships don't even last.
God, I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom. You confront the parent. The parent tries to argue with you and fuss at you because you tried to reprimand and redirect their kid. I told a young little girl, please sit in your spot. You're not my mom. You don't tell me what to do. Okay. When her mom came to pick her up, I said, hey, your daughter's having a hard time following instructions. And 7 times today, I've had to redirect her to just sit in her spot. Well, clearly she didn't want to sit. And mind you, this is a mom. Clearly she didn't want to fucking sit right there. So, I mean, if she's telling you she don't want to do something, why keep asking her to do it? You know she's not going to do it. What world do we live in? Like, what in you guys' brain as a parent says, my kid not following any directions is a great thing. It's not that serious, and y'all don't have a right to tell her what to do. It's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. And another thing that's heart-wrenching is horrifying. It is horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town and Ski Yee. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking, can we hear Pound Town? I'm playing them Princess Tiana ballet music.
You know why they want to hear that? Because mama is out there twerking and pop.
I'm gonna stop her right there. Ballet teacher. So that means she got white and Asian kids in the class too. Asian girls in the class, 5 years old. This is a commentary on like social mores and what have you. And these are 5-year-old girls. So that's an idea what the future is going to look like. What's your take on that, Saul, so far?
My take is that this is socialized, engineered, and manufactured dysfunction on a sort of massive scale. I mean, everybody hears about some mother in some community somewhere where you got the kids. I mean, you see kids working, and I mean, next thing you know, it'll be, kids fighting in middle school and their moms coming up there. As somebody who's in the human services field, it's bordering on abuse. There's no way children really should even be exposed to even adult concepts to begin with. So she's actually grooming them. Exactly. I'm gonna use that word, grooming them for dysfunction. And I land my plane there.
Solid. Wrench, what's your take on this so far?
Yeah, man. Salute to all the brothers on the panel. Salute to the chat. Bro, I'm not really surprised. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of refreshing to see that, the conversation was happening, before Kevin, of course, in the greater manosphere. Kevin was kind of spearheading the conversations that needed to happen and, putting the issue on camera, a few times a week on a couple different platforms. And since it's passing, during that celebration, I kind of saw this coming where there would eventually come a time where the women would begin to bump heads because they're so far out of line. You know what I mean?
And bear in mind, she's 22. 22,
exactly.
Pretty, teaches ballet. So that talks about class and social status. Go ahead.
Exactly. So being somebody who solves problems all day, every day, I would take the 5 why approach like I have with a lot of other topics. So if you ask the first why, which would be, why is this young woman upset? Well, she is upset because the young girls in her class are acting out. Why are the young girls in her class acting out? Because they aren't disciplined or are not accustomed to structure.
Why are they not accustomed to structure? Because their mothers are not teaching them structure. Why are their mothers not teaching them structure? Because nobody is enforcing structure with them. So essentially what this is a microcosm of a larger problem, which is women have fought and manipulated and done everything they could to be void of accountability, and it's trickling down through the children and having an adverse effect on society. So this is basically playing out in real time. And I actually had this video saved to do some commentary on it, but ended up getting busy. But yeah, I'm not surprised at this, bro. But yeah, like I always say, the house that is standing now is gonna have to burn, and this is just a part of it. I'll land my plane there.
Facts. I agree with that statement. Contractor. We've had back and forth with regard to how the mothers be almost setting the daughters up for failure and turning them out. I spoke on that some personal experience. You and I have had a conversation. What's your take on that?
I'm not like Rick said. I'm not surprised. Like Saul said, it does border on abuse. Like really, actually, I'm gonna just call it that. It really is, bro. It really is in my eyes, because they know what's out here. You got a 5-year-old child talk. What the hell they know about Pound Town?
And you see how upset this girl is? She starts crying on this shit,
bro. I completely understand why she's horrified.
And I bet you it's because she's watching it the little black girls juxtaposed to like the little white girls and Asian girls in her class. She's like, something is wrong.
Exactly. That's because something is not quite right and or wrong with their mothers. But the saddest part, as a 40-something-year-old male, I know it's a real simple formula. Lack of correction and redirection is going to equal no motherfucking protection for them little girls. I know that. Their mamas ain't protecting them. So that's going to be a hard life for them. And that's at 5, bro. But yet again, the house is let this shit burn, man. Let it burn. Go somewhere else and find a better quality of female. Because obviously the ones that are here got your 5-year-old daughters begging to dance to Pound Town. But they're supposed to be doing ballet.
5 years old, bro.
I'm done. I'm landed there.
You seen that shit? Cardi don't even let her daughter listen to her own music. You feel me?
Exactly. They're not gonna pump the poison to their own, but they're something to you.
Solid.
Like how what? I landed there.
All right, Dusty, what's your take on this, Playboy? So what we got so far?
I really agree with everyone else. Everybody's kind of touching on a lot of deep subjects involved with it, but I'll put it simple. These are musical crack babies. Musical crack babies. Like whatever that's going on in music, we have lack of authority. We have all these things where you can't even hold people accountable. So that's just, there is a lack of morality even in music, to where you have women who are, it's passing down to the youth. To where, like I said, it's musical crack baby. Everything that's being filtered through that music is being translated into these kids. And it's just, there's no like everybody said, there's no reason why a child should know about Pound Town. There's no reason why. They don't even know what that is, but they still have the adverse effects of that. They don't respect authority because there is no authority in the home. Because if you value a song like Pound Town enough to play around your child, that means you probably don't have a man around either, or a valuable man around to set the order, which is going to trickle into society. Like everyone, that's just the simplest way I can really put it. These are musical crack babies. And the poison that's in music, the youth has been poisoned, and the person who's delivering that poison are out of line women who can't be told when they're wrong, because accountability is too much of a cure for someone who wants to stay on drugs.
Solid. I like that. I like that point. Yo, what you got for me on this so far, Playboy?
Yeah, man. I think everybody is kind of crystallized the point like perfectly, and I don't have really nothing other to inject to it. Just a personal anecdotal kind of thing of seeing this, because I used to be a teacher, so I taught for 4 years, and I just remember, man, one of my kids, man, this dude was failing every class, and so basically we took him off of like he was our B team star quarterback, B team, 7th grade B team, to put things in some proper context. So, excuse me. Obviously, with him failing, we took him off the team. And all I know is his mom went all the way to Austin. I'm from Houston, to Austin, where the UIL, which is the governing body of high school sports, college sports, well, not high school and beyond, lower sports. She went all the way to there to protest us not letting him play. So y'all talk about lack of accountability. I'm just like, wow. And she protests so hard, and she also came to the school, and I'm about to get to why the story is just hilarious. Basically, the UIL said that if y'all want him to play, he can play. Failing every class. We said no. So she came to the school before she did that with a rest in peace shirt on, because his older brother, obviously it's a single mother household, passed like the year before. And she was saying that, well, Rob is, he not doing, his studies because he's grieving over his brother. And listen, man, I'm not saying that that's not possible, but it's improbable. And oh, by the way, here's the best part, y'all. Light-skinned chick with 50 Hoover Crip tattoo on her face. On her face. And everybody, like all the teachers were in uproar. This is like 2014, so this is a little minute ago. I'm just like, wow. When you really just unpack that whole situation, wow. So but the reason why I reference that is that's what's raising these kids. That's what's making the bedrock of our society. So yeah, so I can see why old girl is like, man, what the hell is going on? Like, what? I ain't signed up for this shit. Because that's what's going on in these streets. And what I see is ultimately it's that it ain't that serious culture. It ain't that serious. It ain't that deep. No, it is actually. It's very deep. And I think Saul just said about programming. That's how programming is. You put these subtleties in it. You let society basically govern over your progeny, and you get the results you get, which is a mixed bag of nuts or bad results in our community. So like my man was saying, let it burn. It's like, yeah, 10, I feel that. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So with that being 4. Said, my land of plane here. It's just like it's no recourse for anything in our community, and we just let it roll. Like we just don't care because we can't challenge anybody because you don't know their situation. You don't know this, that. I'm like, yo, okay. Let me say this too. This last point. This video with this 9-year-old rapper. This kid talking about getting head and running from the cops and stuff. This nigga is 9 years old, bro. And I looked through the comment section. I was just like, wow. Black America's done, bro. But I'll land the plane there. So this is kind of the same thing. I was just like, wow. And I'll land the plane there.
All right, solid. That's a good. Go ahead, Saul. Go ahead, piggyback.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, because I want to piggyback. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I actually like Dusty Nuts' point about the beat junkie hypothesis. You strip music of its sort of spiritual, moral value, and you emphasize the beat over and over and over, and stuff that you would initially think is repulsive, you repeat it over and over and over. They say that the devil is the angel of music.
Yes.
And you inject consumerism, hedonism, nihilism, and all the 7 deadly sins and whatnot over a beat, and we're just making little demons. So when we see that 13 or 14-year-old, Yummy from Chicago, and we sit up here and wonder why, we have kids who turn into monsters of men. You know what I mean? And we wonder where this potentiality is. And so there was this point in which Uncle D actually brought up this week where 15 young men jumping a dude.
Oh,
and, a white boy comes
to help out his homie.
Exactly. And my condolences to the family. And I don't know the young man's name, but I got to give heroism what heroism is. He tried to step up for his homie,
everybody knew a white boy that was down for you when you was in high school and shit. Everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. But unfortunately, he lost his life, and God bless his soul and his family, for that. And we cannot ignore the impact of music, fashion, us anchored by street culture, poor culture, and its effect on, the bastardization of our youth and our sort of moral decay.
And 6 decades of single mother culture coming to a head.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, style. Let's get back to the tape.
Can I add something real quick?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be swift. Yeah, man. Like in music and entertainment, it's actually intentional. Like in the hertz level of the songs, they make it to be, on a certain wavelength that you ingested. Like Saul was saying, the repetition of the words, that's intentional. And this. So if you're not guarding your kids from this shit, you can't be upset or you can't be surprised that, these things start to enter into their minds because it's intentional. So, I just wish our community was a little more abreast of stuff like that, because that's literally how this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. They're doing that. And I'll say this last thing. The Beatles were made by the Tavistock Coalition, if you guys know about that, if you guys are on game about that. And they literally put subliminal messaging in their music back in the 60s. Like, so it's not just our kids, under duress or under attack. Like they literally are doing this to everybody. But it's like, but with us though, like you said, with Pound Town and Ski Yee and all this shit, and with 5-year-olds requesting that, Lord have mercy, man. Where are we, bro?
Hey, who? Real quick.
Yeah.
All I could think of when you told that story about the mother, she was more concerned about you messing up her potential meal ticket, about him going to the NFL.
Fact.
You did.
Bingo.
You did what I'm saying. That's all I can think. So his education wasn't important. Damn that.
Yo, what up, Hot Sauce?
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Yo, what up? Salute
That's a true story all the way through.
What up, Hot Sauce?
Yeah, you saw. Give me a mic check, Hot Sauce.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
You sound good, Playboy. All right, cool. We got a full house. Let's get back to the tape. You only missed one round. You ain't missed nothing. We got about 8 minutes left of this.
Okay, cool.
I'll put it in context. It's a 22-year-old black female. She teaches ballet. She's in college. She's got 5-year-old girls in her class. So, and it's ballet. So, it's white, Asian, black. But the black girls are out of control. They want to hear Pound Town and all that. And I think she's having like a social and class shock, because you know what I mean. They're in there. She's seeing that the black girls aren't acting the way that the other ethnicities are, and plus that they're so young, and that they're violent, belligerent, and so forth and so on. And the mothers aren't any better. That's where we're at so far. Let's get back to the tape.
Popping her coochie and shaking her ass and sucking on Ray, Nook, and Pookie ball sack and eating their booty. That's why they seeing their mama doing these whorish things behaving whorishly, listen to lyrics that promote promiscuity and debauchery. They see their mama getting a kick out of it. They see that their mama getting great pleasure out of becoming and acting like a streetwalker. So now their daughters want that. Their daughters want the same environment. That music sets a certain atmosphere. Pound Town sets a certain type of environment where people will be in behaving crazy and shit. Their daughters are seeing this. They want to be like mama. And mama ain't nothing but a mustard back heifer whore. So now she's trying to emulate what mama's doing to the point where she can't go to any other type of environment where they teaching you something that has culture, teaching you something that is classy. Ballet is a classy thing. It's a cultural thing. It's a sophisticated thing. Your daughters can't be around that. They got to be around all the weed. They got to be around all the drugs. They got to be around all the profanity. Why? Because that's what mama is showing them.
And they are asking me, can we hear
Got this woman crying. She crying behind y'all, behind what y'all doing to your own children. This woman crying and begging and pleading and asking y'all to change y'all ways. But would you listen to her? See, the sisterhood will reject someone like her. The sisterhood don't want nobody telling them that they're wrong or what they're doing is causing problems and could be a detriment to their children in the future. The sisterhood don't want to do that. They will call this woman a pick-me. They will crap all over this woman because she's standing on morals. This woman she's right. She's 22 years of age, but she's right in what she's saying.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I'm so scared for these little girls today because this is the most insane agenda push I have ever seen in my life. We do freeze dance. You guys' daughters are twerking at 5. 5. Where's the parenting? Where's the boundaries? Where's the help? Y'all are not helping your kids. You're hurting them. Yep. You guys are hurting them. I come every day dressed, ready to go, and I'm in school too. I'm in college. I mean, I put bows in my hair. I'm wearing leotards. I'm trying to get them interested in like proper things for their age, and you guys are exposing your kids to this raunchy secular music. Why is you guys' 5-year-old's daughter singing Pound Town? And it's just really, it's upsetting. And I feel so bad. And I've watched different techniques, soft skills, soft parenting, gentle parenting. I'm patient. I don't yell. I'll say, hey, let's regroup. If you guys need 5 minutes, let's do some breathing. Your kids are telling me to shut up. You guys' kids are saying, I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. You're not my mom. They're putting their hand, they're hitting each other and hitting other kids. You address the parent. The parents are telling you, you don't tell my daughter what to do. It's not that bad. Well, at least she was in the class. At least.
This is how black women are teaching their daughters.
All right, we're gonna stop it right there. Hot sauce. You missed the first round. I'm gonna put you at the top of the rotation, then Saul, then Wrench. What you got for me on that so far, Hot Sauce?
Yeah, well, first shout out to the 1% of women who think and believe like she does. It's good to see that there's a remnant of decent women. But at the end of the day, what I would just say is just that we're at the pinnacle. It's here, right? It's here, gentlemen, where you're seeing that the tipping point where we can't reverse it. Too many generations of single parent homes, too many generations of neglect and parenting where parenting is paying the bills instead of teaching good moral character and upright standing, right? So we're just at the tipping point. And so all I have to say, man, let Babylon be Babylon. Let the horse be the horse, because there's no coming back.
All right, solid. That's somebody got to echo. Yeah, that's clean. Just to piggyback on what you said, a brief statement, and then Saul, what you were saying about nice to see that she's 21 and blah blah blah. But what I would what I would add as a caveat is we're seeing something in terms of a class differential, among other things. So I'll leave that there. What say
Is
you,
she
Saul?
is she black or she looks white to me? Is she black?
Nah, she's black. Look at her nose. She's definitely black. She's probably mixed. She's pretty. What's your take on her statements in this second round, Saul?
Of sucking on booty.
You stupid.
I think that what's being, I'm just concerned about what's not being said here, okay? Because if music is the sort of new crack, per Dusty Nuts, musical crack babies, then adults are possibly playing out the programming of sick and despicable porn that's out there too. You know, I'm not trying to judge porn, but you see it kind of play out in rhymes and stuff like that. It could be a point worth more exploring because it comes very, 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 very naturally. I'm just going to be straight up. We're all 80s and 90s guys here, okay? I'm just going to be straight up. It used to be real difficult for even a chick to even want to suck your dick. You know what I'm saying? Now they done went beyond just sucking your dick. Now they want to do just your balls and everything else. You know what I mean? To the point to where you're like, yeah, you know, where's this coming from? This is rolling off your tongue.
Complete atavism, yeah.
Exactly. You know, I mean, you just, you know, come with the package like this. Like this is kind of repulsive. And I'm sure that if somebody's doing it to you and it's coming that easy, then there's a good chance that they're doing it to everybody else. And this is why people have the dick worm going around. Okay, I hate to go back to that, but you know, I just want y'all to know, you know, just a, you know, quick PSA, you know, maybe cue it up that there's a dick worm going around. Okay, you know, it actually goes into your the veins of your testes and deposits eggs and stuff like that. We really have to be careful, gentlemen, of our hygiene and who we actually expose ourselves to from a physical level, because obviously there's the physical disease, but there's also the spiritual and mental disease that comes with it as well. And I'll land my plane there. Beware the dick worm.
All right, solid. That's a good hot take.
Dick worm. That's hilarious.
Branch, what you got for me, Playboy?
Yeah, man, I think I'm in lock and step and on the same accord as the other brothers. What I see happening, and eventually they'll start scrambling and trying to circle their wagons and figure out how to address it. But I see an influx in middle school pregnancy, right? Because, you know, not only is the music hypnotizing and it's pervasive, and obviously the babies, because that's what they are. The babies are buying into it, their mothers are buying into it. But even when you look at the women who do this kind of music, they jumping around pregnant, barefoot, twerking on the floor, licking their tongue out, looking like they want to lick each other's tongues. So not only are the children absorbing the music that they make, but they'll begin to take on their personality. Another thing that I'll predict is that you'll begin to see an increase in sexually transmitted diseases amongst middle school kids, and possibly even into elementary. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, right. I didn't think about that. That's crazy.
Yeah. So these are things that I see kind of on the horizon, and you know, as the stats start to come out, and as society tries to figure out how to deal with this and what happened, it'll be interesting to see if they actually, you know, call a spade and say, hey, this is where it stemmed from. You know what I mean? But the times that we're in right now, and the lack of accountability and the lack of a standard that women are being held to, I highly doubt it. But it's going to get bad before it get worse. I'll land my plane there and steer clear of the ding-a-ling worm, brothers.
Yo, Contractor, what you got for me on the clip so far?
My man said this. The dingling worm. Wow.
The dingling
This
sting.
is a real fucking thing, man. It is a real thing. I know. It's
A fucking dingalisha around this bitch.
Man. You know what I noticed, right? Because I was all like, as a kid, I was always big into science, and even now, I'm still a nerd, proud to be one. But the old girl is in her feelings and crying because it's definitely a big separation in class, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can see how shocked and appalled she is that
Right.
our culture would spawn that.
And I think she's in class embarrassed seeing the little black girls around the other ethnicities of girls.
Facts. Here's something else I noticed, right? With some of the most infectious diseases in the world, they'll take you down, but they don't kill you, right? They don't delete you because that virus wants to spread. Keisha and them will take you up out of here. Not only will they take you up out of here, they'll take your kids up out of here too.
Facts.
Like, these bitches are worse than fucking Ebola, bro.
They're like bioweapons now.
Oh yeah, especially with all the stuff they got going on down there. You dig? It's sad that it's gotten to this point, but you know what? Maybe it has to get that bad or worse for the women with class to actually separate themselves from these wretched harlots. You did? Maybe, because these bras ain't hoes. These are a bunch of prostitutes for McDonald's and Burger King and a light bill. That's all they are, and all they're going to do is teach that same destructive behavior to their daughters and sons, because they're not immune to it. And I don't have nothing else to say, but bro, let the shit burn, man. Let it burn, because I don't want to be associated with anything remotely looking like this. You know what I mean? I don't.
Facts.
I landed there.
All right, Dusty, what you got for me, Playboy? You gotta unmute yourself. Dusty.
Can you hear me, fellas?
Yeah, I can hear you. You good?
Yeah, so essentially it seems like just in a large scale of things, if you talk about just how just the black community has been exploited throughout America, period, it's a perfect business method, not to say it like that, but we came here as unpaid interns for 500 years. Then we had to be applicants. We had to ask for civil rights. We had to be applicants then. Then once we started to work, you were a first year worker where you got all the bitch work. Then once we got so-called equality and everything, the value of things started to get very, very less. But once we got used up, we got restationed in the company for entertainment purposes and marketing. And what they marketed was everything that they said we came from, which is degradation, savagery, and a bunch of bullshit. They called us Jezebels, they called us jigaboos. And what the fuck is going on in the media right now? Jezebels and jigaboos. The only person who can stop that kind of thing, though, is a man. So you lock that man up. You fire him from the business. That's what you do. Now you have women empowered who can't be told anything because they've been let loose to do it themselves, or they don't respect any kind of authority, to where now it has become a virus. It just has. And it's very unfortunate, but it has become a virus. And there are people who are sick of it, but there are people who don't even know that they have it and they're spreading it. It's just like, sorry, but it's just like the dingling worm. It will spread without you even knowing if you aren't careful about it, but you can't tell someone to be careful who can't be told what to do. It's shameful, but we have been transferred into the entertainment department. And what's sad now is that if you're talking about music was something that culturally tied us together, and now it has culturally destroyed us because we have let them poison the well. We are actually selling the water for them willingly, to where that's where, of course, the children are like this. Because you know what?
You're getting moved out of the company now too. Your culture is being destroyed. We elevated your culture, we highlighted it, we exploited it, and now we are moving you out the way, but you're self-destroying. We don't even have to do this for you. People are getting tired of you. People are tired of seeing twerking because now it's gotten down to children. No one ever plays about children. As long as Christianity has been around, be a pervert pope. People don't like that kind of shit. Children are children because that is the future. People don't like that. We are now reaching the level of children. There are 5-year-olds twerking in ballet. The black community is in a lot of danger, but you can't tell anyone about it because accountability is a cure. You cannot have people who want a cure. Who likes solving problems? Men. Lock those men away. Don't let them respect that. That's like telling people if you get your flu shot, you'll be fine, but you want to tell people that herbs and medicines are better. You're never going to go get the flu shot. You're just not going to do it. It's real. You have to look at a big picture of things. But I don't want to go on too long and everything, but yeah, we're getting run out of the company now, and what we're doing is getting our 2 weeks. You're going to destroy yourself. You're going to get yourself fired and everything. We don't even have to really do anything. We gave you your 2 weeks. You're going to act out. That's how I see it in the big picture scheme of America, at least how we've been exploited here. It's gotten down to the kids finally. But generation after generation, it got earlier and earlier and earlier and earlier. And now we're less literate. The music is literally frequencies that used to connect us. Like I said, 808s. All they do is vibrate at the same level as your lowest chakra. They do. And that promotes sex. It's easier for children to absorb music now because it is so simple. We've made nursery rhyme music the mainstream. It repeats everything over and over and over. But I'll end it there though, because I know, it's self-explanatory.
No, I like your take on that. That was a good hot take. Hoop, are we gonna end the round robin with you? What's your take on this lady's commentary so far? Because she seems very upset.
Yeah, I'll just keep it nice and succinct. I mean, I think all the brothers kind of hit on it perfectly fine, and we kind of just stockpiling on the same sentiment. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, when you have a culture, like I said earlier, it's not that serious. You doing too much. When you can't tell nobody shit, then that's what you get. That's what you get. And again, being a former educator, man, I just watched it, man, and you guys kind of said it, when it's like the worst kids I had horrible parents. And it was single parenthood. And those people were the most abrasive. It just was. It just was, man. And I'll say this too. I'm proud of a lot of kids who I produced, through my teaching endeavors. And I got a kid who he's a starting center at Syracuse, man. His name is John Reed. He's a kid who had a lot of challenges, but he doing his thing. One of the other kids, Carl Reynolds, at Houston Christian University, the #1 receiver statistically to date. Kid I coached. The other one, Dearman, I forget his first name, but he's at University of North Illinois, something. It's a D1 school. Anyway, it's just funny to watch, my success stories. But then I know a lot of kids. Obviously I won't say their names, but oh boy, I see motherfuckers like stripping or in that lifestyle, like what the hell? So when you just kind of unpack everything and look at everything, I just look at who their parents were. And pretty much the good parents, they produce good kids. And so it is what it is. So, I mean, when people, again, it ain't that serious mentality. I'm like, okay, well, but your kid got to grow up. And they face a lot of different forces, that they face a lot of different, what's what I'm looking for? A lot of different influencers. So shit, I mean, all right, you can say it ain't that serious. But at some point, the rubber gonna meet the goddamn road. So I land the plane there.
All right, solid. That's a good take. All right, let me run the rest of this tape. We only got like 3 more minutes left, but let me take it from the top.
to not take accountability the same way that they are not taking accountability. It's not that bad. Let it go. Don't take responsibility. Don't face consequences. This is all being taught by single parent mothers. She's talking about the mothers here. She ain't talking about the men. If a father was in there, he would have checked that. You think a father would let his 5-year-old daughter twerk? But the mom will.
At least it's all these excuses. Y'all come in and you're more worried about what's going on your Instagram and TikTok feed versus being a parent. Be a fucking parent. You guys are horrible fucking parents.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry to say it, but this generation of some of the mom, not all, but majority that I've dealt with kids that are between the ages of 5 and 4 and 3, you guys don't parent your children at all. They have no basic comprehension skills. They can't sit still. No attention span.
They can't read. Well, they got young, but they don't understand simple things, man. Because the mother, single parent mother, is not taking the time to invest in their children's future.
4 and 3, you guys don't parent your children at all. They have no basic comprehension skills. They can't sit still. No attention span. They're hitting people. They can't talk. They can't communicate. They don't even know how to say, like, I want to go to the bathroom. If you ask them a question, they're rude, nasty, horrible attitudes at 5, and they want to hear Pound Town. What are you guys doing with your kids? What are you guys literally doing with your kids? Because I have never in my life experienced something so horrible. I literally don't even want to teach ballet to you guys' kids anymore because they are so hard to work and deal with. And I literally see why the teachers are quitting.
Yeah.
And your kids are getting expelled and kicked out because it is literally no way that this is happening. And you guys don't see any issue with it. I tell you, your kid hit someone, and you're saying, well, what the fuck did the little bitch do to my daughter to make her want to hit?
Did you hear that? Now, these kids are difficult to deal with at ages 4, 5, and 6, or whatever. That's terrible because they're learning that from their mother. And then what did a little B do to get hit? That comes from one of them trout mouth, loud, disrespectful black women, in my most humble opinion. That's where they're teaching their children that.
Nothing. Literally nothing. Your daughter just decides she wants to put her hands on people, and you don't correct her. You're yelling at me, asking me why does she feel like she wants to hit? What parenting is happening? You guys are worried about seafood boils and dates and fucking like partying and being a hot mom. You guys are shitty moms.
Yes.
And it needs a change. Stop listening to Sexy Red around your children.
Yes.
Talk to your kid, interact with them, teach them, listen to them, teach them to respect authority. Don't say you don't have to listen to anyone unless they're me. Your kids are so horrible and hard to deal with, and I'm blaming the parents because they have horrible guidance.
Yes.
And it needs to be a change. And I'm asking, can somebody's mom stitch me and say like what the holdup is? What is the issue? Why are you listening to raunchy music around your kids? Why is it that you have to deal with certain people and be rude about it? Why can nobody correct your kid or help them get on a better track? And why do you guys approve and applaud bad behavior? Why?
Bingo, black.
That's for you who you right, Saw. She going in. Let me say this. This really the first, and it's crazy because she's only 22. This really the first like thing on social media where I seen it. You know how chicks be going in like they holding chicks accountable and shit. This ain't even for clout. She's really just pissed. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can sometimes tell when it's for clout and shit and motherfucker. This is the first time I actually really it's starting to come to a head a little bit. And like I said, I'm starting to notice this is a class differential too. She she hit it on all 4 cylinders. Like she done thought this shit out, and you can see she taking it personal. We're gonna start with hot sauce again. We're gonna do the same rotation. Hot sauce, Saul, Wrench. What you got for me on that?
Yeah, well, as my wife talks about her angst from these little MFers.
You said your wife?
Yeah. And as these mothers, as Saul
she my
puts
type
it,
too.
as Saul puts it, as these single moms continue to dickworm the black community. Yes, it's a verb now. As the black women continue to dickworming the black community. I always said this before. Women who have children out of wedlock, they don't love their children. Because ain't no way you can say you love this child without giving them a father. Ain't no way you're going to love this child without understanding that it takes 2 people to raise it. Ain't no way you're going to love this daughter by not providing a man who can love her unconditional without trying to eat her booty out, like the host said, right?
Well, who said she everybody type? He's stupid. Go ahead.
Hey, brother, I claimed her first. Dibs. Shit. But I mean, yeah, but you know, like how they out here sucking booty, right? A black woman can never really. A black woman who has a daughter, especially out of wedlock, hates that child so much because at the end of the day, all black women need to experience unconditional love, a love without sex from a man.
Exactly.
And the only person that can deliver that is a father. Not a father figure, not a stepfather.
That's her first taste of non-transactional love from a man. Facts.
Right. And because that's how she knows, that's how she's gonna love you in a marriage, through duty and responsibility, because she's gonna experience non-transactional love without quid pro quo from her father. And so all her mother did, because she's teaching ballet, my wife, all she's doing is teaching these bitches how to get a city hall marriage. And I close it there.
Solid. Hold on. We're gonna go to Saul, but what you call? We got Red Sigma in the building. Longtime fan of his content. The guy's a fucking comic genius. What do we got for him? Let me play one of your joints real quick. I've been clipping your shit up, Sigma. Let's do your PhD. Let's do it quick.
Name something or someone you should stop sleeping with as an adult. Alana.
Your boss.
Your boss. Wow. Name something or someone you should stop sleeping with as an adult. Alana.
Your boss.
Your boss. Wow.
That lady was a dick wormer.
That explains what's going on with that mayor in Illinois as well. Saul, what you got for me, Playboy? Saul?
You know,
oh, okay.
You know, I think she just went in. She just ethered them hoes. I'm not even gonna lie to you. She literally been saying what we've been saying and making a sort of conscious appeal to where, you know, usually elders and children, particularly in warfare and even just general civilized society, have been protected classes. In fact, me and Dusty Nuts about a month ago was actually talking about that. But now you're starting to really, really, really see the sort of eradication of that protection. And so does that mean that thus the most natural sort of next time logic is that we're degenerating into uncivil sort of behaviors, to where even to the point to where the kids aren't even protected, that you get to legitimize calling them the pickaninnies they are by virtue of behavior? Or are they just playing out the programming that's fed to them? Bad viruses or whatnot, who are acting as contagions or vectors of the mind that's been brainwashed or whatnot. Hey, I mean, if nothing else, whether it's moral decay, spiritual decay, or even physical decay, be aware. Be aware of what's going on. And once again, watch out for that dick worm.
Hey, yo, Rex, what you got for me, man?
Yeah, bro. I want to say to the brother Hot Sauce, man, that Ivy League education, brother, I can't hold a candle to it, but me and my ICDC college education, I already done slid in her DMs, bro. You're a little too far away, brother. You're a little too far away.
China. Already on the flight to China, brother.
She got to strike while iron hot.
He got to strike while the iron hot. But what this boils down to, brothers, and Machismo, brother Machismo, you hit on it already, but what it boils down to is class, man. When I see stuff like this, a certain part of me does feel like, damn, man, it's legit happening. You know what I mean? And I know somebody mentioned it earlier. Like, this is kind of like the tipping point to where the culture really finna go down the drain. I've said it before a few streams back. There are still some parts of our culture that we're gonna keep. Whether it be, the cookouts and maybe all of the folks are not gonna look like you because, like I said, this may be this is a class issue. I don't live around this shit. You know what I mean? In either state. But I grew up, in the hood just like most brothers. You know what I'm saying? But you get out in this world and you challenge yourself, man. You ain't trying to deal with this shit. You don't want your small 5-year-old daughter getting popped in the face by little bun Quasia because her mother, is busy watching Housewives all day and letting her listen to Pound Town. And I say all of that to say that this boils down to class, So for the brothers who aren't as detached as I've started to become to a lot of this shit, and those who are still working to try and save the community, I would take a real hard look at the risk that you would put yourself in and the risk that you would put your family in, and take a really, really good evaluation of whether or not it's worth it, because I love us, I love us as a people, but I'm also a realist, and this shit boils down to class, man. I'll land my plane there.
Well played, sir. I want to just a quick caveat on what you were saying. What you were saying about you don't want nobody hitting your daughter in the face. This girl's talking points bulwarks a lot of the lexicon that we have down here about we're seeing how violent these women are. And Bernard Riley just covered this, and I think Blizzard King too, where the FBI crime statistics came out, and the American black woman leads in murders of all women, but most importantly, she's currently outpaced the American white man. She kills more people than the American white man. And now, like I said, this plays into what she's saying. Like, these little kids are 5 years old and they're violent. What's your take on where we at so far, Contractor?
I'm sitting here, I'm listening to all the good brothers on the panel, and I'm sitting here nodding my head, like shaking my, like, yep, you're right, yep, you're right, yep, you're right. But this Saul hinted toward it, but I honestly think that the community really, those beat-ups in the community, they don't really understand what happens when you lose your humanity in the eyes of the dominant society.
Facts.
You dig? You know what I mean?
Facts. I know
Like
exactly where you're going with that.
like they forgot about Emmett Till.
Facts.
That can be your baby, and you raise this atrocious little demon out here, and all they gonna do is tear him apart if they get a chance to. But instead of being reasonable and rational, they gonna keep going, bro. And absolutely right. Let me at 41 have a baby and bum Quisha put her hands on my baby. That whole house got to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Like the overall problem is frustrating because there's nothing you can do to fix it for real, because they don't listen. And even when you show them the path they're on is a path to destruction, they don't believe it till they get there. And then after that, they ask for help. But then I stopped and thought, hell, even Dr. Martin Luther King got stabbed up by a broad.
Yup, that's the first assassination attempt.
You did, and he was trying to save us all, not just the community. So if y'all want to play this risky game, do I stay to save my community? Look back at Dr. King. Old girl tried to take him up out of here. That's just what they do. Seemingly, that's just what they do. They're destructive. They don't just break your shit. They break their children and your children and anyone else that's around them. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna land it. I was walking into the grocery store, and it was an older lady, and it looked like it was two of her granddaughters or maybe great granddaughters. One of them had some candy or whatever. She opens it up, eats it, and throws the wrap on the ground. Grandma told her, "Go pick that up." Fast forward months later, I see the same scenario, but it's a Keisha, around our age. Child opens up the goddamn candy, throws the wrap on the ground. Bitch ain't even bad at eye, bro. You in a nice, neat, manicured community and you just throw trash? Ain't nobody throwing trash but you. But instead of correcting that child, she just went ahead and let it slide. So that's the mentality and the attitude. If it ain't fucked up, I'ma fuck it up.
I'ma fuck it up. Facts.
If it's fixed, I'ma fuck it up.
Facts.
So ain't no fixing this amount of fucked up. But I'll end it there.
All right, well played, sir. Dusty, what you got for me, Playboy? I think you got to unmute.
I'll add something real quick while Dusty's preparing. And what the brothers are talking about is the broken windows theory. And that's kind of how like criminality is predicted in certain neighborhoods and stuff. Because my undergrad was in criminal justice. Yeah, so it's like if you see broken stuff and you expect that's what you do. So like when you don't have a high self-efficacy or whatever. That's not like, I'll say this, just briefly. In a nice person house, you drop something like, oh shit, let me pick that up. But if you're some dusty shit, he's like, oh shit, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Kind of plays like that.
Nah, it's gotten so bad that they in the nice house and they still fucking it up.
Yeah, that's crazy though. That's a crazy caveat though. That's fair.
Yeah, just to say my piece, I guess. A lot of what I'm thinking about now, though, even just seeing the clip, was really, really sad. There was that, I won't say it's all black women. It would be definitely too much of a generalization. But it's disappointing.
We got one of the good ones on the screen. Definitely.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Like, it's disappointing because the good ones that want to help are like her. They're tired, they're fed up, and they want to quit their jobs. That's a ballet teacher. That's something that's actually positive for the community. She says she wears bonnets. She has a leotard. She actually cares about these kids. But someone only has so much patience and someone only has so much self-respect to be treated like that by parents when you're trying to help the better, the society. It's hard for good women like her to even want to help either. So that's where even as good men, if other women can't even stand together, what makes you think we can save you when you won't even listen to each other, let alone us? And I don't know. It's just sad that the good women are just as sad as women who are terrible, and not because men are doing them wrong or whatever it is, but like they're being done wrong by their fellow women. So they feel miserable even though they're living good morally. They feel just as miserable as you because you're just passing that on to them, whether it be your kids or you directly after school. And
they're bullied.
It's just a shame where the community's gone.
No, I agree with you completely. And they're bullied into silence. I think she was just so frustrated. She went online because they got a hive mind. She went online and and vented. I really just think that she's embarrassed, and I think she's appalled. And like I said, for you to be a ballet teacher, that means you had to have had ballet while you were growing up. So that implies some degree of culturing and once again, a class differential. I think she's just shocked.
Hey, Machismo.
Mm-hmm.
If you really look at it, this woman is if she's a ballet teacher, then she's been classically trained. After she went through all the classical training for that skill to become a ballet teacher, Keisha ain't sending. The average Keisha is not sending her daughter to learn ballet.
There you go.
We're not talking about a bunch of hood chicks. Kids. We're talking about some middle class ass broads kids. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said they in a nice house, but they still fucking it up.
Bingo. Good.
That's the thing right there, bro.
That's some real shit right there, bro.
Yes, that's a very good point, contractor. Yeah, the ratchetness it's bleeding through all of the economic and social class strata, and then with this we're seeing like there's a separation even in the higher social class stratas where almost you could probably start calling it elites. All right, well, good round, gentlemen. We got 30. All right, look, we had the 121 mark. We got like 30 seconds left on this clip. I want to finish this one out. And then I want to play the back to the shorter clips directly after this to juxtapose what's being said in this clip. And then go ahead.
Real quick, wanted to give a big shout out to Passport OG.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for coming through, man.
Oh yeah, and stay around for the next clip, Passport OG. This is about Japan. I lined these up sequentially. All right, so let's let this play out, and we'll finish this one up.
Women are doing that, in my humble opinion. In my opinion, black women love horrible behavior. That's what they're promoting everywhere. You know what I mean? It's sad. Now, what makes you think these little daughters ain't gonna grow up to be hoes out there getting skeeted on, slutted out? It's going to happen, especially if their mamas are acting like this right now. They won't correct them because they don't love them. I love my kid. You don't love your kid if you ain't gonna correct their behavior. Because what you're letting them get away with could get them shot later on in life, or prostituted later on in life, abandoned, or physically abused by a partner they choose to love, a pookie, because they watching your example, watching what you letting them get away with, watching what you doing. So you can't tell me you love your kid. I don't give a damn how you feel about what I said.
Why? Because I'm telling you, all the teachers that are good and have genuine interest in building your kid, I want to help them. I want to help these little girls realize that they're precious, that they have purpose, that they're beautiful, that they're smart and intelligent, and that they can be somebody. I don't want to see little 5-year-olds trying to twerk to Pound Town. And you guys think that it's cute.
It ain't.
And I'm coming on here because it needs to be a change. So please tell me, as an educator, a teacher, and I'm just a ballet teacher. I'm not a regular trained institutional teacher. I'm teaching 5-year-olds ballet, and these are all the problems starting now. And it's no change happening. So what needs to be done and happen to fix this issue? Please, somebody tell me, somebody make it make sense. Because I'm telling you, I'm this close to quitting and saying I'd never want to work with people's kids again, because this has been the most horrible experience. I've never dealt with an experience like this.
That's terrible.
All right, that's the end of the clip, and I think she drove the point home. Anybody want to jump on that before I pull up the little short clip?
She already quit. She on the plane right now, so she already quit. So.
You DM'd her during the stream.
Yeah, I ain't got worried about nothing. Yeah, I ain't got worried. She already got a first class ticket.
Oh, he cock blocking you, Wrench.
Bro. Bro done smuggled her up out of the country, man.
Yep.
Out of there. This one's a free for all. Anybody want to touch on the end of that before I pull up the next clip? Because I think we done ran this one all the way through. I just wanted to finish her diatribe, which I like I said, this is one of the best. And it's always nice when it's a pretty girl actually calling it out. And like I said, it wasn't on some pick me shit. She was salty about the kids. Anybody want that?
Let this bitch burn. Let this bitch burn. That's all I got. Let it go, bro. Because it ain't no saving this. Even for the attractive B-Dub that's trying to do something for him, they tearing her down in the process. She crying them big-ass crocodile tears because she's facing the reality that we've been talking about this whole time. You can't turn this plane around.
I wonder what the comment section
I bet you they tore her pretty ass up.
I was about to say, for every fucking message that Hot Sauce and Wrench got in her inbox, there's 10 more feminists threatening her life.
Because I don't even think she had on a lot of makeup or nothing. She just a pretty fucking girl. She even got a soft, sweet, feminine voice. Not the, you know how them bitches be.
Yeah. There's no way to see the comments, right?
No, whatchamacallit? That I'm playing Jeremy.
Oh, you're playing yeah.
Jeremy reacting to some chick on TikTok, and we reacting to Jeremy reacting to some chick.
Okay, yeah. So a reaction.
Yeah. Inception going on.
Yeah, but hold on. Everybody hold that thought. I did this on purpose. So I played that, right? So that's the American chick talking about the 5-year-old little girls being raised here in America. This, and I'm going to play this. I lined this clip up on purpose. I want y'all to juxtapose that with this clip. And this is a half black, half Japanese girl. Her father's black, American black. She's Japanese. She's in Japan now. She's doing like a little street interview, but she's also lived in the States. And I just want you to see her temperament, how she's spoken. Her father's an American black. So juxtapose that with these kids from the single mother raised colony, as opposed to an American black man. He marries a Japanese woman, has a child, and then how the culture has shaped this woman's femininity. I just want to juxtapose this real quick.
What's it like being half black in Japan?
Well, for me, it depends on what area I am in. Sometimes I'll be in Tokyo, and if I'm around a lot of young people, sometimes I'll get small comments like, gaijin toka kokuchin, sono koto. And it does bother me a little, but other times I can be still in Tokyo or somewhere, but around older people, which is quite different. And they'll be nice, utsukushi, bijin toka. It just depends on the person, I feel like now.
In America, when you say you're half Japanese, how do they react?
They'll say my mannerisms are very Japanese, but I feel like I look 100% American. So they'll be like, oh, you're half Japanese. Do you speak Japanese, Chinese, etc.? Like they put Asia in one category, and that's something that does bother me. I feel like my personality is both depending on where I'm at. In Japan, I can be a mix of both, but in America, I feel like I'm more Japanese because I don't relate to a lot of the things that people my age are doing in America.
I'm going to let you take that one first, Hot Sauce, that we jumped in. I'm going to see if I got Passport OG saying something in the chat. Go ahead. That's all you.
Well, one thing I want to highlight is that she's not even in like the big city Japan. She's in like the either the suburbs or almost rural area. I think Passport OG can correct me if I'm wrong, but she's not in the big city segment. I mean, at the end of the day, like she's Japanese. Mentally, she's Japanese. Her mannerisms, the way she talks, the way she interacts, she's Japanese. Right, she just put a black shell on the outside, and so when she and so you can see how she is. I'm guessing she's like a high school kid, maybe 9th grade, 10th grade.
Yeah,
And you can see that as opposed to you know what our girls back home
are doing, right?
like. Yeah, you know what I
You
mean.
see
Like,
how soft and feminine she is.
Yep. I mean, you know, I mean, if she was a black, if she was one of our girls, she would have been like, "Well, I'm not even gonna do this interview unless you cash at me, homie." Right? Hey, like that wouldn't happen without a cash app, and let alone that you know, I'm not gonna speak on her on her body count, but I'm pretty sure it's zero. I'm pretty sure it's zero. I'm pretty sure she ain't got no dick worm.
Yeah, she got
Right.
virgin energy.
Right, absolutely, and I'm pretty sure her mom don't got no dick worming, ain't dick worming nobody either. And I pass the mic on that.
All right, facts. So, what you got? What's your observation on the juxtapose there?
I think that very much feminine, soft. Looks like joyful and fun-loving. There's an aspect of innocence and exuberance about life rather than some sort of ire or sassiness, arrogance. There's nothing but elegance and femininity there or whatnot, and looks like she's been very, very socialized in a healthy manner, almost to the point of possibly being sheltered, which is good. I mean, you want that, So, yeah, I'll land my plane there.
All right, cool. Contractor, what you got for me?
Well, ultimately, it just shows the difference between the quality, well, how women abroad are raised versus over here in the West. And also, big salute to Passport OG. That's my guy right
He says she has been taught softness from her mother.
there. Yeah. And all you getting is hard, holy energy from bras over here. But it's sad, but there is not a lot of light over here, especially for young men. That's why I was like, yo, just get your book and go. That's the reason right there. That soft, feminine, cooperative energy versus you having to fucking knife fight a bitch or having to go outside and put around on her brother and her father and her uncle and her cousin, or some broad throwing up Hoover Crip. Or, yeah, who the fuck want to go through all that when you could just go over there and get that instead? Yo, it's almost like I like what my man said on the BGS channel. It's like the clean on and mating strategy. I gotta battle you to damn that, damn all that. So yeah, prime example. That's why you go overseas.
All right, solid. Dusty, what you got for me? I think you got on me.
Man, so hold on.
No, you just muted yourself. You good?
Yeah, but not much to really add on, just because it's just.
I think you muted yourself back up.
Okay. Let's go on to the next guy once Dusty get his technical stuff comes back in. We'll route him back on in. All right.
All right, Hoop, that's all you. And then we're gonna run into the sports segment right after you give your commentary.
Bet. I mean, listen, man, as a dude who lived overseas before, who I understand, different cultures, different things. Yeah, that's about right. And it goes back to two philosophers who I want to quote. One Cameron Giles and one Mason Betha. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like, so
you said Cameron Josh, you funny. I just got that. That's funny.
Yeah, I wanted to walk that down slow. But no, it's just like, man, bro, it's all what we just talked about the last hour. The shit that you put inside your culture is gonna breed the results. So if you let shit come into your culture and you don't check it, guess what you're gonna get? Shit. So when other cultures who hold a premium on being polite, being nice, being agreeable, guess what you get? You get that. It is what it is.
All right, solid. All right, so we're gonna run into the sports segment, and then we're gonna play one more clip, and we're gonna get up out of here, guys. All right, we're at the 1:35 mark. I'm trying to end us right up under 2 hours. All right. So sports segment, one clip, and then closing statements, and we up out of here. So let me run your intro.
All right. We back with another week with Hoop Jargon with the sports rundown. I know it's been 2 weeks, but I got you. All right. So going into, we're going to start with the NBA right now because I know a lot of brothers like basketball. Niggas like basketball. It's just what we do. The Boston Celtics right now sitting atop of the Eastern Conference at 11-2. And I got to say, the most surprising team so far, not named the Houston Rockets, is going to be Philadelphia. Sitting at 10-3 with getting rid of James Harden, bum ass. So it's not even funny. And by funny I mean ironic that if you look on the opposite side of the spectrum, the Clippers are sitting at 4-7, and they're 0-6 since James Harden has come to that team. Coincidence? I think not. Going forward, I gotta give some credit. The Minnesota Timberwolves, who just always been the potential, they could be something, they might be something. They draft the number one pick, seem like every year. They're sitting at 9-3, atop of the Western Conference. So kudos to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, will they stand? Your boy Hoop Jargon is gonna tell you how you put your money in Vegas. No, but right now, well and good for them. Followed by OKC sitting at 10-4. And the reigning champions, Denver Nuggets, at 9-4. So you'll see those kind of equal out, in my opinion, the next few weeks. You'll see Denver, you'll see Dallas, you'll see probably my Lakers, start to move up the ladder. But also, you'll also see the Phoenix Suns sitting at 7-6, had some growing pains with your boy Bradley Beal being out. But now that they're starting to get their legs up under them, so look for the Phoenix Suns to start doing their thing too. And last part, a good part, well, I would say, man, kudos to the Miami Heat. Sitting at 8-5, who LeBron James said he would be the same player if he didn't go there, which I vehemently disagree with. Miami Heat have a winning culture. They have a championship culture, so kudos to them. All right, so moving on. Let's go ahead and hop on over to college football. So in the college football ranks, University of Georgia beat Tennessee 38-10. Georgia's gonna roll, in my opinion, gonna be the champion this year. And they're probably gonna play Ohio State, who's the number 2 team in the nation at 37-3, doing their thing. Shout out to Florida. I know it's a Florida-centric channel right here, so y'all want Florida to get some love. I got you. Florida State beating North Alabama 58-13. Kudos to them. Now I gotta come on back to my side of the world. My University of Texas Longhorns win 26-16 over Iowa State. In rounding out that top 10 notable games, we're going to put in Oregon beating Arizona State 49-13. And in that Pac-12, man, some good football going on over there. Just saying, top to bottom. Even with Colorado being at the very bottom, because they lost big yesterday. But it's still a really good football conference. Oh, and by the way, shout out to Washington for beating Oregon State 22-17. to 20, which is a very uncommon score. But shout out to the Pac-12 being, in their last year of existence, having good football. Kudos to that. And as we land the plane, we're going to talk about some NFL. Shout out to the Detroit Lions, just playing good football, man. You got your boy, God dog, I forget his name, the quarterback. Basically just being, excommunicated from the LA Rams and coming over to the Lions and just having a Jared Goff. Sorry. And he's doing his thing, man. Got the Lions, the Detroit freaking Lions, at 8-2. I heard a stat out there. It's like they've not been this good this early in like 40 years or something like that. So shout out to the Detroit Lions for doing their thing. Now, shout out to my Dallas Cowboys, win 33-10. It's a game you expect to win. Not much to talk about with that. But I got to say, the biggest story of the most burgeoning talent is your boy C.J. Stroud, playing for the Houston Texans. He is balling like Bo Diddley. And you know who jargon. Listen, I'm from Houston. I don't like the Texans, but I got to give credit where credit is due. If you guys are not on C.J. Stroud, you big tripping. You big tripping. This kid is putting up numbers that rival Dak Prescott's first year. And if you guys know about that, Dak Prescott had one of the best rookie quarterback years ever. C.J. Stroud is knocking on that door. So if you guys, want to get around the water cooler and sound cool, start talking about C.J. Stroud. And as we round out, your boy Russell Simp got a win, 21-20 over the Vikings. So kudos to him. I'm not the biggest Russell Wilson fan, but he beat Joshua Dobbs, who's like, if you guys don't know, who's like the ultimate backup quarterback who's doing he's having a great year. But shout out to Russ. Russ put up 27 of 35 for 260 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. So kudos to him, because they paid a whole lot of money for him, and he ain't been having a whole lot of product. But kudos to him. And I landed the plane talking about the 49ers. They're bouncing back, winning 27-14 over the Buccaneers with the Baker Mayfield Buccaneers. The 49ers, in my opinion, are probably going to be the best team in football. I probably have them or Kansas City winning the Super Bowl if I would put my money where money is to be put. So they took care of business after a 3-game losing skid, winning 27-14. And lastly, I gotta say, those Ravens. I'm scared because listen, man, I'm all about black men succeeding. Your boy Lamar Jackson doing great things. I just don't believe in this team. But they won 34-20 over the Bengals. But we shall see. So every week tells a different story. Every story is told by a different narrative. So we'll see what's going on next week. So thank y'all for tapping in with your boy. And peace, love, and Afro grease and all that good stuff. And thank y'all for having me, fellas.
Yo, solid. Thanks, Soup. Yeah, we just had a little lag here in StreamYard for a second. All right, listen, guys.
I forgot one more. Shout out to my university, because I didn't do the HBCU thing. My university, Prairie View A&M University, is going to the SWAC championship against FAMU University. Back to the Florida football. And they'll be playing in the SWAC championship in 2 weeks. So shout out to my Panthers. Shout out to the Rattlers at Florida A&M. It's going to be a good football game. Just saying. Tap in.
All right, bet. Hey, guys, we at about the 1 hour and 45 minute mark. So I'm actually just going to play our 2 retro clips, and then I'm going to get everybody's closing statements, and we're going to get up out of here, okay? All right, so let's play Saul's retro first.
Banger after banger. Bring it on now! This is your girlfriend's favorite DJ.
Yes!
Spinning on the ones and twos.
Check it out.
The dopest beats are ready.
Anybody know what the name of
Like in now you're from Africa.
Badass kids.
That little motherfucker said, I ain't from Africa, I'm from Crenshaw Mafia. That's what they raised, bro.
Exactly.
That's what they raised.
Exactly.
All right, bet. Let me get hold on, my joint ain't even load. Fuck it. We had 145. Let me get everybody's closing statements. Saul, we're gonna start with you, Playboy.
Well, I mean, I guess you know, if we didn't really learn anything else tonight, we've learned in the recap that this is very much a sort of intergenerational refueling of dysfunction, and you know, it's like a runaway train with no accountability whatsoever. No man, no other women. It only seems like the only thing to, you know, kind of get these sort of dick worm diseased group of folks in order is when public benefits change. And so if the environment changed, maybe it may hold a lot of this stuff in check. I don't know, and that's my closing thoughts there. This is just
solid.
Easy.
What you got for me, contractor?
No, I agree with Saul, but we shouldn't have to go through all of that. We shouldn't have to cut off benefits to get a hard head hold of behave. We should, but that's ultimately what we would have to do instead of being like every other woman on the planet that just naturally goes with their natural counterpart and follows their lead. We gotta starve a bitch out. Like, that's insane, bro. But that's the point we at. And I want to see more videos like young lady. Cause she looked good. I ain't gonna lie, she looked good. But I like what she was saying even more, because she started holding them accountable. And I'm pretty sure she's getting all kinds of threats behind that. But we all know what it is. But for real, them babies being brought up wrong by these wretched ass harlots, and ain't nobody saying nothing. And for those that do, they don't listen to them. You did? So we need to support more women that are willing to speak up and speak out, like her. Now, I don't know simp shit, but just on some real shit. Because the more to speak out, that may further the change. Well, that may speed up the process of change. Because if not, I don't want to see a future where I gotta pull Uncle D and step over the bodies and the babies too. But if it happens, it happens. I landed there.
All right, solid. All right, Dusty. What's your closing statement, Playboy?
Yeah. Sorry, man, my thing's tweaking out.
Okay, yeah, because you turned your camera on.
No, yeah, that's fine. So pretty much, I'm trying to, my thing's freaking out. Essentially, everybody kind of touched on what I already wanted to say and everything, but it's unfortunate space that we're in and everything. People have only got themselves in their own position, so all we can really do is watch at this point. But I mean, just being able to have a group of gentlemen to be able to talk to this about, you know what I'm saying, to even just be able to
while you might be watching something crash and burn, at least you have people you know who can also say "I told you so" with you to figure out how to move to the future. And like other people said, man, like just protect these women out here who actually do want to help out, because you got people like this who are trying to help the future and they're getting discouraged. So, like I said, not on any simp shit, but it's just like if something's gonna crash and burn, there's got to be someone here to rebuild too. So just got to be better.
All right, solid. I like that. All right, everybody. This is a really good stream. I'm actually glad we covered that Jeremy Hill segment. You actually don't see one of the lovely because we do say not all, and that's one of the not alls. Like I said, we are aware that there are good women out here, but they are in the minority, and it's nice to see that they're voicing the frustrations as well as much as we are. Like I said, and those weren't platitudes that she was throwing out. Those were actual observable facts that she was referencing, and you could see it was really getting under her skin. On that note, gentlemen, I want to thank everybody for coming by. We'll shout out and salute to the chat, and salute to everyone who has supported the channel all during the week. Once again, we appreciate you. It's hard work putting this content together, but we enjoy it, and we want to thank our subscriber base. On that note, good night and good luck.
Hey, where's Stewie? That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter.
There it is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean, to play us out? To end the show?
Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today, and we'll leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Stewie Griffin. Thanks for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
This is not real. It's just a dream. Please, wake up. Wake up. This is not real. It's just a dream. Please, wake up.
I told you. Steppenwolf would fail. Yes, you did. My master, now that the mother boxes have been destroyed, how will you retrieve your great prize?
Anti-life is found, Assad, and we will stop at nothing to possess it. Ready the Armada. We will use the old ways.
matter who we are. What matters is our plan. It doesn't matter who we are.
I came here to rescue you from him.
Well, we all appreciate your concern, Colonel. And we'll try to be extra careful.
I'm just amazed that he allowed any of your posse to live.
Is that right?
Strictly speaking, he slipped up. You're lucky to be breathing.
That's just great. Colonel, you came out here to find out why one of your machines blew a gasket.
You don't seem to want to accept the fact that you're dealing with an expert in guerrilla warfare. With a man who's the best. With guns, with knives, with his bare hands. A man who's been trained to ignore pain, ignore weather, to live off the land, to eat things that'll make a billy goat puke, kill, period. Win by attrition.